Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the Kingpin, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Tragedy, episode 15, with myself, the Kingpin, Kevin Rodriguez, and the man, Pierce Austin. And, I'm going to let Kevin give our sponsors, a shout out. So I'm not good with it. So he's pretty solid with that stuff.
All right, guys. So just before we get started into this week's episode, we want to take a chance to mention our sponsors. First of which being My Own Belts. My Own Belts is the premier belt maker in the world, and if you're looking to add to your belt collection or even start your belt collection, My Own Belts on Facebook is going to treat you right. Make sure you talk to Eddie Williams, or as he appears in the group, Eddie and Ira Williams. He has an amazing payment plan and will be able to get you all the championship belts you want for the most reasonable price. Like I said, guys, he's got a great payment plan, so take advantage of that. Also, A-Rock Designs. A-Rock Designs makes all those cool wrestling tumblers you see floating around, but she also makes non-wrestling related stuff. So if you want to get your hands on anything wrestling or non-wrestling related, whether it be hats, t-shirts, cups, keychains, it does not matter. If you can think it, she can make it. And lastly, guys, going to be floating across your screen through the duration of the episode, prowrestlingtees.com/wrestling review society and prowrestlingtees.com/MWA world to check out some of our amazing shirts. With that being said, Angel, take it away.
All right. And also definitely check us out with Vince Russo on his Vince Russo brand. We did a joint venture with him. We're so proud to be under his banner. I mean, our company, our podcast is moving so fast. I mean, words cannot describe how excited I am to be part of his brand. But today's show, we're going to talk about the Hulk Hogan sex scandal that Pierce Austin is very passionate about because he watches a lot of porn and he lives by the porn motto. So Pierce, take it away because you're more familiar with this. I only just watched a couple snippets of him and Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
So basically, it would definitely seem that there was some sort of swinging good time happening in the Bubba the Love Sponge house. So his wife, Heather Clem, and Hulk Hogan are seen on camera prior to them going through with the act. Bubba is seen in the room. He says, "You guys have fun. I'm going to be in the office." Then in his office, then Hulk Hogan starts smashing away. After the fact, Bubba's recorded speaking to his wife saying, "If we ever want to retire, this is our golden ticket." So obviously Hulk Hogan went on to sue Gawker for releasing clips of the video, causing Gawker to eventually file for bankruptcy and sell their organization, but also suing Bubba the Love Sponge and Heather Clem for invasion of privacy. So it's it's an interesting one with Hulk Hogan because around the same time he was pretty much outed for making racist comments towards African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that he didn't want if his daughter was going to date a black guy, at least make it a rich one.
That's just him using your pun, shooting the shit. I mean, he was just speaking. I said a lot of things that are off color that I'm just like, just shit just pops out, man. Hogan has done a lot for like the Harlem Heat, Virgil, and stuff like that. So I don't think Hogan's racist. I just think he was just talking shit and he was more mad about something else. You know how many times I said the N-word about other people? I don't mean it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but
that's a different topic. Anyway,
that's a completely different topic. But we talk about the sex scandal itself.
Sex.
Do you think he was set up?
Oh fuck yeah! The camera was on top of the top of the mantle or whatever on the ledge because it was a downward angle. Did you see him hulking up when he was going for the second round? Ooh, you give me that booty.
Let's go, brother. Give me that ass, brother.
I'm gonna drop the leg on you, and it's the third leg.
It's crazy though, because like Bubba and him were like best buddies, and then Bubba's like, "Yeah, man, no worries, go at it, smash that wife." You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's a crazy fucking story, dude.
Now Bubba wasn't trying to get money off of Hogan. He was selling the videos to Gawker, right? That was his original intention, right? When he said this is the golden ticket. It's not like he was.
Who knows?
Okay, I'm just trying to figure that out. If he was just trying to get money out of Hogan, or he knew that he had something good in his hands to push towards the porn industry to make money bigger money.
at the end of the day, he's still going to go after his best friend and selling his best friend as being, who is like what for the last 30 years is the all-American good guy.
Was he still married to Linda at the time?
Don't think so. I don't think he was.
Because I'd be scared if he was worried that it was gonna come out, and maybe that's probably
Ruin his marriage.
And maybe he didn't think that Hogan would say anything and pay him off. But again, I'm just thinking that route. Let me take a look.
I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like the whole thing is really, really sketchy. I mean, how long had this been going on? Was it a once-off? Was Hogan tapping that ass on the regular? You know what I mean? Like,
I personally don't think that was the first time. Like, if you don't just okay, so let's just put, if me and you are hanging out, Piers, and it's the very first time, and me, you, and your wife are hanging out, and then you just leave the room and you're like, hey, you guys have fun, I'm gonna go over here. If that's the first time that's ever happened, I'm like, what is he talking about? Have fun. You're his wife. There's no way this is. No, he's testing me right now. He's testing my loyalty. He wants to see if I'm going to hit on his wife. He wants to see, there's no way you're that comfortable the first time.
I think you built into it. I think it's stuff like I'm just making it up. Hey, Pierce, what do you think about open marriages? What do you think about this? You lead into it as weeks go on and on and on and on and on.
So it's like an organized event.
Yeah, you just got to build into it because you don't want to know, if you don't want people to think wrong of you, or shed the wrong light on you if you don't think your friend's going to be, down with it. So you definitely got to coax it in little by little.
It's a strange situation. I mean, like, swingers are everywhere in the world, but
even in Australia.
Yeah, apparently, but
no, I don't know,
dude. It's not something that I'm into, and I'm assuming it's not something no one here on the screen is into. But it's Jim Cornette approved it, so who knows, man? But he that's the thing. Hulk Hogan has definitely gone and done the deed. With his tanned body and 60-year-old fucked up muscles, but
man, I'm gonna think you want to sleep with him.
No, sir, but you dick. But I don't know, man. Like, who knows? Like, was it the first time they actually did the act, or was this built up for a period of time? I mean, obviously, he felt comfortable enough to be in that house and thinking that was not going to happen.
Yeah, there must be. Yeah, I think it just probably was, like I said, he just got babied them through it, and then eventually it just got to that point. And once you get liquor in your system, maybe his inhibitions are like, yeah, I'm down. A little bit of clam chowder for supper.
I don't know, man. Like, the whole story about it just seems to be one of those things where, like, he would have had to have felt very, I don't know, maybe it was a thing for if Hogan knew that it was going to be a sex tape, but maybe the fact that it came out of being his best friend's wife, he wasn't, he maybe that bit wasn't clear that was going to be the thing put out. But could you imagine if a Hulk Hogan sex tape come out and it wasn't him fucking his mate's wife? Hulk Hogan for a period of time was the biggest name in America.
And you're exactly right. And that's why, I can't speak to a pro wrestler's mindset. I can't speak to Hulk Hogan's mindset. None of us have been that celebrity status of a Hulk Hogan. But whenever, there's a common saying, when something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah. Your best friend's giving you his wife on a silver platter, and you have to know that there's a possibility of something like this happening. And Hulk Hogan's been the subject of many, many stories, not just this one, not just the race one. There's been numerous things about Hogan, and I'm not saying Hogan's a bad dude, but he might not go looking for trouble, but it sure seems to know where he lives.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely.
I was gonna say, do you see that tan line on his bootay? He's so pasty.
I'm just looking at it now.
You can tell the difference. It's like he's wearing white underwear.
Jesus, Angel.
Jeez.
Brother, look how pasty white my ass is.
Hollywood Hogan. What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan sprays all over you, sister?
There you go, dude. But do you see the angle? Look how that camera is. That is facing down, bro. That is like a ring garage door facing down towards the bed. So that's funny. Action. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Taste that fucking artichoke dip.
God, that tan line is horrible.
Yeah, but 30 years of fucking tanning, man. What do you expect? Maybe 40 years at that stage.
Ooh-wee.
What do you expect?
Well, I got one for you. Check this out.
All right.
Oh
Jesus.
that's a. You should see my legs. Looks like I'm walking on white stilts.
But
We're not here to tan lines, guys.
we're
Come
not
on
here
now.
to talk about tan lines.
Yeah.
No. But, have you seen the full video of this sex tape, guys?
I saw it a long time ago. I saw it I didn't see the
I
whole thing.
refuse.
I think it was
refuse.
I think it was a clip on I want to say TMZ, or was it some type of news thing when it came out, and they just showed the clip. They didn't show too much of it, just enough so you could see that, just like that picture, him walking in the room, sitting on the bed, so on and so forth. But I never really got to see the full Monty.
I'm just trying to bring it up now.
just pull it off your shelf with your DVD collection.
I'm just so like the Gorka video as well. So, we have a look at Hulk Hogan versus Gorka.
Sounds like a Japanese Godzilla movie.
Well, Gorka was the website which originally sort of started coming out. So it was called Ballet versus Gorka. So looking at here, so Belay's claim included invasion of privacy, infringement of personality rights, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. So obviously that would cause emotional distress in anyone's life, that a sex tape is just coming out about you. So looking at this, so this was the full case name was Terry Jean Belay, professionally known as Hulk Hogan, plaintiff versus Heather Clem, Gorka Media LLC, aka Gorka Media Group. So it doesn't actually say Bubba the Love Sponge's name, but it's like versus Heather Clem. So
you said Heather Clam?
Clem. Versus Clem. So Clem is Bubba's surname. I apologize for that. So, he sought out $100 million in damages. In March 2016, the jury found Gorka Media liable and awarded Belay, Hulk Hogan, $115 million in compensation damages, and $25 million in punitive damages. 3 months after the verdict, Gorka filed for Chapter 11 and put itself up for sale. Gorka Media assets, not including the namesake website, were subsequently sold to Univision Communications. On November 2nd, 2016, Gorka reached a $31 million settlement with Hogan. Brother. So, that's some pretty big shit, man. Like,
$31 million.
Yeah, so there was a 6-person jury of 4 women and 2 men. The trial lasted 2 weeks. During the trial, Gorka argued that Hogan made his sex life a public matter, although on a cross-examination when asked by Hogan's lawyer whether a depiction of his genitals had any news value, former Gorka editor responded no. So why would his why would his nuts be put in the question if they were going to be made any, any news value? Like, hey, Hulk Hogan's dick just made the news. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because they could have said like, oh man, his tan line. He said, oh, they're like plump, like fresh plums off the farmer's market.
What has this show become?
It's But
2-for-1 sale.
But that's the thing. PayPal also went up against Gorka. So the billionaire Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal and current Facebook board member, paid $10 million to help finance lawsuits against Gawker Media, including the Hulk Hogan lawsuit. He claimed his financial support of Hogan's case, one of the greatest philanthropic things he's ever done. Gawker had published an article in 2007 outing him as gay. So clearly Hulk Hogan had a friend or a common enemy of Gawker that jumped in to financially support this case moving forward. So,
I just
Kevin,
think whenever you like I said earlier, whenever you're in that celebrity status, and whenever you have and I understand it was a friend's house. I understand that these are people you think you can trust, but I mean, Angel, you've had more fame than me and Piers, and with all due respect, you ain't had the fame of Hulk Hogan.
Hell no, I
I don't think
wish.
anybody ever has. But just even at the level of fame you had, I mean, even you would be like, look, this probably ain't the smartest thing to do. Well, I feel like I know you good enough to say that you really don't make smart decisions. But I even think somebody like you would be like, look, this probably ain't smart. But when you're the level of Hulk Hogan, it's just like I said, the old saying goes, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And that's probably what they were trying to do. They were looking for a quick and easy retirement plan. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good of friends you are. When you start talking those big dollars, that big money, I mean, he was awarded right at the court
140.
ruled the court ruled right at 135, and he settled for 30 or 35 million. I mean, money's the root of all evil, and we see it right here.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like you said, Bubba had the testicular fortitude to do this to his friend. I would have wore that Hulk Hogan USA mask that he did when he came.
Mr. USA.
Mr. USA, brother, always wear a mask. Wear a luchador mask if you're gonna put yourself on film, brother.
But that's the thing. How much money would have Bubba been worth, though? Like, he must have been pretty desperate or broke to be able to sit there and start claiming to try and,
You never have enough money, man. Some people just feel like the more money they have, just to pad his bank account. I just figured he just thought that he had an opportunity to exploit his friend, and especially Hulk Hogan. It's not like his just next door neighbor who owns a fruit stand in Florida. It's just that he thinks that was a big thing. And sex scandals at the time, during that time, was what. I can't remember what was out at the time, but a lot of celebrity sex scandals were going on, sex tapes. So he thought he was going to jump on that bandwagon, probably.
I mean, it's just like today. We see it with we did the episode 2 weeks ago, the Speak Out movement.
Yeah.
I mean, just as big as the Speak Out movement is today, I mean, sex tapes were back then. Everybody had one.
Yeah, I mean, back then, like years ago, everyone had sex tapes. You look at the celebrities stuff that came out. We've covered off China. China had a sex tape out. Sean Waltman was in that one. We're not saying anything new here in relation to this. I think it was just more shocking that it was Hulk Hogan having a sex tape, and Hulk Hogan at 60 years of age, sex tape. Doesn't really matter. I don't really want to see those tan lines again.
Yeah, but that if you say your prayers, take your vitamins, and believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything in the bedroom. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
But is this what this show is going to become? Just random sex jokes and brother.
This is better than the Messiah episode. Brother.
But you know what? Like, looking at some of the legal issues that Bubba the Love Sponge has had, in 2001, he had some animal cruelty charges against him, where he slaughtered and barbecued a Florida boar that had been captured by a professional hunter. Then he also had
it's a pig.
Yeah, apparently he got charged for it.
Why was he charged for it?
That was animal cruelty. It was an animal cruelty case. So, they broadcast. The sound effects of the hog's feeding were broadcast to lead listeners to believe the hog was being harassed and aggravated. The executive producer and 2 other people were charged with animal cruelty. All 4 defendants were acquitted by a jury. So he was acquitted of that.
Yeah, because it's food. I mean, I don't know the rules in Florida, but I know if you buy a pig and you could, as long as you're not slaughtering it in your front yard, you can slaughter it on your backyard, that nobody can see. But again, that's just here. But I don't know how Florida or Australia. I mean, you probably be peeling kangaroo meat every fucking day, and your neighbors don't think twice.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Hey! Don't knock.
Look at this
kangaroo
Sheila,
meat.
baby. Look at this Sheila. Look at the meat on this bitch.
Don't knock kangaroo meat, man. That is fucking delicious. It is beautiful. And when you 2 fucks come to Australia, man, you're gonna try some barbecued.
I'm not coming to Australia.
I'll
Barbecue
eat
kangaroo.
anything. I'll
You gotta try that
anything.
kangaroo meat, bro. It is fucking delicious.
I'll try some wombat meat.
Yeah, wombat is not off the table, bro. But so also in 2006, there was another lawsuit where he was sued by a pornographic film actress by the name of Hope Miller, known professionally as Brooke Sky. So Miller alleged that while performing on a radio program together with porn actress Melissa Harrington, Harrington penetrated her with an oversized sex toy against her will at the demand of Clem, which is Bubba. In 2007, a judge turned down a request by Clem's attorney to dismiss the lawsuit, indicating that there was not enough evidence that Miller has against the claim. However, the case was eventually voluntarily dismissed with prejudice. So, and then again, he was sued for defamation by a competitor disc jockey. So, this is a guy that's definitely used to being in court. This is a guy that he's been sued a fucking bunch of times, dude. And that's not even including the Hulk Hogan sex scandal and him and his, now ex-wife, that they went through.
Yeah, but it's like I said, man, money does weird things to people. And especially when you are used to living a certain lifestyle, you can no longer sustain that lifestyle. You do dumb shit. And I think this was clearly one of them, and it backfired in the biggest way. He thought he was going to be able to retire, and this was going to be, his $150 or his $150 million golden ticket, and it ended up being the one that cost him $30 million. There's no question in my mind. He's just looking for a quick payday. And what bigger payday is there when you think of pro wrestling than Hulk Hogan, especially back in that time? But I mean, now today you've got like Undertaker, you've got The Rock, you've got Stone Cold, people like that. But back when this happened, it was the end all be all was Hulk Hogan. He was that larger than life superhero character.
Great.
And he was looking for that quick payday, even though it happened to be one of his best friends. Doesn't matter. He still wanted that payday.
At the end of the video, it can be heard him telling Heather, if we ever need to retire, here is our ticket.
And you know what? If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, your wife would be laying in that bed begging for the meat. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, it's just fucking, I love him. He's awesome banging that guy's wife. That's
Look at Angel, man. He's really thinking this is hilarious, man.
Oh, dude, that guy. This is so fucking funny. I love it. I love this
Here
show.
I am thinking, how are we going to talk about a sex tape for an hour? And Angel's just eating it up.
This is not Angel's first time talking about sex tapes and pornography.
Oh my
clearly.
God. This is so fucking tearful, man. It's beautiful. Ratings.
Yeah, I mean, look, the stuff that we're bringing out is stuff that's obviously public knowledge, but for us, it's one of those things. It is a major scandal. You look at someone like Hulk Hogan, Captain America, essentially, and he fucked his best mate's, he fucked his best friend's wife. Like, how wholesome can he really be?
Well,
He's only human, man.
Yeah.
He's only human, and any guy, if you put it in front of him, just like a hot apple pie, he was like, "Oh, it's fresh." just so oh, this is awesome.
It sounded like it got served to him on a fucking platter, dude.
Oh, with whipped cream and everything, man. It was chocolate sprinkles.
He's a real American.
And what was his wife? His wife's name was
Fucking the wife of his best friend.
but it's his wife's name is Heather Clam, right? Correct.
Yeah, that's correct, Heather.
I'm just looking at some photos. Bam, chicka, bicka, bicka, bam, bam. She's not
You
that
know what?
bad.
Yeah, brother. But
She's not bad.
guys, like in all seriousness, with this incident, like this is something that went on for 4 years. The trial, suing Gawker Media, like they were the ones that published it, but obviously, where did Gawker Media get the footage? Did they buy it off Clem?
They would almost have to.
So, how much did he sell that footage for?
I bet you not enough to pay his cost.
I don't know, man. That's let's just have a look. This is Heather Clem that we're just having a look at now. So she's pretty hot, man. Like no fucking damn. Can't blame him for hitting it, really, can we?
The snozberries taste like snozberries, brother. Quote Willy Wonka. Yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, he probably was like, brother. Oh my god, But again, you put it in front of him, he's gonna jump on it. I mean, men are. That's how men are. I mean, not all men, but you know what I mean.
But that's the thing. Was this couldn't have been a once off?
Yeah,
This is shit that's happened regularly. Let's look at it from an overview standpoint. Sorry, he's turned up there. They're hanging out, and then Bubba goes, "All right, I'm gonna go now. You guys have fun, and I'll catch you in half hour."
It had to be set up. Meaning like not set up like a setup like we said before. It had to be built into it, and under a couple of little drinks, a little bourbon, a little whiskey, a couple of cigars. You talking, and then
he was definitely worked.
Yeah, it was built into it, And then start see you in 30 minutes, brother. I need more than 30 minutes, brother. But,
let me get that blue chew, brother.
Yeah, but that's what I think. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, it's just I think he just got worked, man. He just got worked, and he worked an angle on him, and it just paid off at the end. I mean, technically.
I mean, it didn't really pay off. I mean, look at all the stress and legal battles that ensued afterwards.
But whoever got,
I wouldn't go that far. Hogan's not afraid to sue anybody. Yeah. Hogan doesn't give a shit about a legal battle
because he lost a lot of money.
Rightfully so. He sued Russo after Bash of the Beach 2000.
For what? I can't remember.
Breach of contract.
Breach contract. He had creative control over his character.
But see, that's the thing. Hogan just seems to throw a lawsuit at things he doesn't like. He'd probably throw a lawsuit at this.
But the thing is, because I mean, remember when he got divorced from Linda, he lost a lot of money. So he's trying to recoup what he lost. So he'd be sue happy anytime his name's popped up. He wants to sue. I could see his point. Again, I don't know how much he lost with his wife. I can't remember, but it was a lot. I think it was half.
Ooh, yeah. Well, she was with him like before he was Hulk, so like she would have got a hefty payday on that separation, though.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, check it out. But that's the thing, man. Like Hogan, just he seems like the sort of guy, like he was put in situations that he just didn't think before he acted. He just, brother, it's gonna happen, brother. Gonna make those towns, and he paid the ultimate price for it, man. His name has been tarnished, and he'll go down in history as being someone who's a racist and the dude that fucked his best friend's wife. I mean, let's be honest. Like, as a wrestling fans, do we still look at Hulk Hogan as the immortal one?
The what?
Do we still look at Hulk as the immortal one?
I still think so.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I mean, Hogan he has a legacy. He has he's still Hulk Hogan. I mean, it didn't tarnish his image. I mean, it's just it's a porn tape. It's not like he did anything really that crazy, and there's probably more story. And you know what? There's a lot of stories out there about Hogan that I heard about that I will not be surprised that will pop up eventually. But right now, this is the only thing because, like you said, with this speaking out movement, I'm surprised there's nothing else popping out for other people. It says her net worth is $20 million, but I thought she agreed to give 70% of the couple's liquid asset plus. I'm just reading a little bit of something here. Well, you guys keep going while I'm looking.
Let's stop, guys. Stop. Let's kill the feed. Kill it. I think we try and do this episode another time.
What's going on?
You just look like you're really tired, man, and falling asleep. Like it just. If we can keep going, I'm just saying, like, do you want to keep going? But I feel like we're just treading water.
Oh, I
with
thought
this
something
episode.
happened. I'm just reading.
No, nothing really happened. But I just feel like we're treading water with it.
No,
Not
I'll
with
be
me.
honest, I did doze off.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
dude. Like it's nothing major, but I'm just saying, like, if like if you're tired,
Well,
we should.
Well, here's the, and I'm definitely gonna have to go in and remove this episode, or we're probably gonna have to go and reshoot this.
That's fine.
One thing is, when we came in and we started talking about this one, I don't think we were prepared for as fast as we were going to be able to cover this.
Yeah, no. I think I was running out of things to say. To be
I'm
honest.
having a good time. I was just,
Of course you are. 'Cause we're talking about fucking Hogan fucking.
but that's fine, man. Like I said, man, get some rest.
So,
And then
so what time is it right now?
it's 8:30 for me, 9:30 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just bank the two that we have.
Yeah, I just think it's like we're running out of stuff to really say, and Kevin's exhausted. He hasn't slept, so we have to do. We have to make sure we're doing the right thing on all of us here. So
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned.
All right, so
Go to sleep.
we got 3. Let's take next weekend just for us to relax and kind of enjoy ourselves, and then probably look at recording the week after.
yeah, no worries. Sorry, Kev. I just if you're
No,
tired,
no,
you're too tired for this.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was just I didn't, like I said, we don't want to put out something with any of us like falling asleep or anything like that. And I just feel like we were treading water with this. We could probably do a bit more investigating into it.
No, yeah, I didn't mean to like let you guys down or anything. I just
No, dude, you didn't let us down. It's
I'm
fine.
fucking hitting the wall.
Dude, these things happen. It's all good. There's no letting down, bro. Don't fucking think like that. We got 2 fucking great episodes done.